All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest fears for new riders, dropping your bike. I actually got a message from someone on TikTok who said they want to start riding, they want to do the MSF course, but they're really scared of dropping the bike, which is a big fear for a lot of new riders. It definitely was for me. When I first started, I didn't know anything about bikes. I'd never been on a bike. That was actually my biggest fear. Luckily, I didn't drop the bike during my course, but I definitely learned a lot in the 3 years of riding to not drop my bike. So in this video, I'm going to explain a few simple tips on how to reduce the chances of dropping your bike. So it's winter right now, it's really cold outside, so we'll be doing this video inside, but in the springtime when I pull out the bike, I'll do a POV of me on the bike explaining everything. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Tip number 1, don't stop on a turn, especially slow turns. When your handlebars are turned or you're turning slowly and you slam on the brake or even hit the front brake, your bike will lose its balance and it'll be really hard to recover from that. So instead, just keep a little bit of momentum on the throttle and just look where you want to go. I'll show you an example in this clip. So in this video, we're on a sharp turn and it goes uphill. A lot of people make the mistake of slowing down, going uphill, or hitting the brake on an uphill turn. What you want to do is just give it throttle and just keep going. Tip number 2, you want to do progressive braking. So what progressive braking is, instead of grabbing the brake and going from 0 to 100, you want to gradually hit the brake to come to a stop. You always want to smoothly pull in the brake, whether it be your rear brake or your front brake. Especially the front brake, because if you grab the brake and you're moving at a decent speed, even pretty slow, if you grab it really hard, you'll either drop the bike, or if you're going fast enough, you'll go right over the front. Tip number 3, your rear brake is your best friend, especially at slow speeds. If you're doing a really tight turn and you want to move slowly but sharply, you want to ride the rear brake, almost like dragging the rear brakes. You're gently pressing while you're moving the bike, gently on the throttle, and control the clutch. And always look where you're going. So on a sharp turn, look over your shoulder to where you want to go. So I see a lot of videos explaining the ratio of power for braking on the front brake and the rear brake. And the ratio is 70-30, so 70% on the front brake, rear is 30%. So that is the braking power. A lot of people mistake the 70-30 as how much you use the brake, and that's not true. So a lot of people say you're using the brake 70% of the time on the front brake and 30% on the rear brake, but that's incorrect. What it is the braking power. So if you were to hit both of them at the same time, more of the power is on the front brake. So when you're coming to a complete stop, you want to use both brakes, the front brake and the rear brake, progressively. Most of the time I'm using the rear brake unless I'm coming to a complete stop or I'm making an emergency stop. So on an emergency stop, I'm slowly, progressively grabbing the front brake and the rear brake and slowly pulling it in, and then gently, smoothly coming to a complete stop. So just keep in mind, the 70-30 rule is not how often you use those brakes, it's the power percentage. So there's more power on the front brake than the rear brake. Tip number 4, this is more of like a safety thing if you want to protect your bike. I recommend getting some frame sliders for the sides of your bike to protect your frame just in case you drop your bike. This will save your frame, your engine, and a lot of money. I've never had them, but I have a lot of friends that use them, and it's definitely come in handy for them. They've dropped their bike a few times, and the sides of the frames were just fine. It just hit the sliders, maybe a little nick on the handlebars, but overall pretty good. Almost everybody drops their bike. It's just a matter of when. Tip number 5, another huge thing, be very smooth on your braking, your throttle, and your clutch. This will help with your braking, your shifting, and just overall control of your bike. Just think smooth, not rushed. Tip number 6, which should be tip number 1, take the MSF course. I totally recommend it. I took the Learning Curves course in Ontario, Canada. It was a 2.5-day course, half a day in class, kind of just explaining a few things, and then 2 full days on the bikes, which is super fun. And in 2 days, you'll be riding a motorcycle, even if you've never been on one, which is really cool. So if you're new and worried about dropping your bike, just remember, smooth inputs, don't stop on turns, use your rear brake, and practice. Practice all the time, as much as you can. I recommend it. I don't recommend riding in groups at the beginning. Just start off on your own. I literally just went in my little neighborhood every now and then. I went into parking lots and just like get some riding time. Get out there and have fun. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. I do not regret anything. Love it. This will be my 4th year. It's winter right now and I can't wait. I can't wait for spring. And like I said, when it gets warmer out, I'm gonna make a follow-up video of me on the bike actually explaining everything. So be sure to subscribe and come back again in the spring. For now, I'm gonna be making a lot of short videos, hopefully some longer videos as well. If any experienced riders have any tips for new riders on how to get over the fear of riding if they've never been on a bike, just leave them in the comments. It'll definitely help a lot. That's just a few tips for me. There's definitely like a million other tips, but this is a nice short video just to kind of get you going and getting ready for the riding season if you're trying to get your license. So, all right, enjoy the ride. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.